All right, guys, welcome into Above Ground World News Live, and we are live. We're back. The storms took us out last night, the man made storms. But we got tons of rain. We got flooded out. We got ice nucleated out. We got snow today in here, Missouri. We got sleet. We got flooding rains. We got it all. But luckily, it is gone, and it looks like the stream is running fine. And when you think about it, look at this ocean. Look at all that trash in the ocean right there. Man will be the cause of the next extinction level event. I mean, it's easy to see by everything they do, all the fracking, all the weather modification, all the dumping. Look at this. This is in a ocean. And it's just floating around. That is sickening. Anyway, we'll jump into some headlines. We'll take a look at some maps and all that stuff. So let me change the scene here. Looks like it's actually streaming really good tonight. So we'll see how good it goes and how long it lasts. So anyway, action demanded after 1,100 dead dolphins wash up in France. And these things, all their fins were mutilated. And they're thinking this is from the fisher, all the people out here getting all the fish out of the ocean, getting caught in their nets, and they just cut them apart to get them out, plus the netting, cutting them all apart. I mean, this is huge, 1,100. So they were horribly mutated. Some of the fins were cut off. But what shocked the marine researchers was that it wasn't just the brutality of the deaths, but the numbers. I mean, 1,100, that's like a record. And they all ended up on France's Atlantic coast since January. So another mass death, due to man. I mean, man's going to he's going to kill us all. You watch. Or hopefully we won't be here. But check this out. Apple trees are mysteriously dying all across America, and nobody knows why. Well, we know why. We know that it's all the weather engineering programs. We know that it's all the heavy metals. It's all the Monsanto sprays. It's all that stuff. Apple trees are an iconic national symbol in America, but the future of this beloved fruit could be in doubt. Something is killing apple trees across the American countryside, and the epidemic is reaching plague-like levels. Worse yet, scientists are completely clueless as what is causing the mysterious pestilence. Well, I mean, that's an easy one. All you got to do is go out before any rain when they're spraying the high-pressure systems, and you can see all the white nanoparticulates all over your everything in your yard, your windshield. So let's go ahead and jump out of that. Here we go with some mainstream nonsense again. Check it out. Stunning gravity waves appear on satellite. There's no such thing as gravity waves. These are all from the electromagnetic interference from the NEXRAD, from the ionophonic heaters, from the all the weather manipulation, man. We know what this is. It's not what they say. They just keep on reading their scripts. So residents evacuated as wildfires take hold out here in Italy. Now, I had some really crazy photos. In fact, in that first thumbnail, that's a photo from Italy. But when I tried to search the fires that the photos come from, all I could get was this, and then all the other articles were from migrant camps being burned up and bulldozed over. So it's just weird. They're like hiding the news coming out of Italy. All right, here's a crazy story. Really crazy. Biologists create a mutant fly with 140 million year old genes. So they're doing some Jurassic Park, gene editing. So, scientists at New York's University and University of Chicago have created mutant fruit flies carrying reconstructed genes from 140 million years ago. The goal? The New World Order. To shed some light on the process of evolution and how it changed the development of fruit flies over millions of years. We know evolution's a lie. Has anybody seen a dog turn into something other than a dog, or we still have monkeys that are still monkeys? I mean, all that's a lie. They hide our real history. So, yeah. So this is, to me, man, this is messing around with stuff you shouldn't be messing with. Anytime you're trying to bring back something from the past, something that was extinct, there was a reason why that was extinct. That's why we're probably going to go extinct, because of the damage that we're doing. So, yeah, man, to me, this is just mad science right here. Madmen like the Frankenstein doctor guy, man. This is just crazy stuff that they shouldn't be doing. Something like this could get out of the lab and just cause havoc on everything. Here's another crazy story. DOD orders 250 million of gas masks. So what do they know? The U.S. Department of Defense has awarded Avon Protection Systems out of Cadillac, Michigan, a 960. Man, I can't even say that number. 245,961 and $250,000 firm fixed price for the M53A1 chemical biological protective mask system. Yeah, what do they know? Well, they know that they're going to bring on civil war, civil unrest. And that's why, they know there's going to be a food shortage here in the next year or two, with all the floods. That was a thing. They flooded out all the farmlands, and now what they did, they brought in a super cold weather system to kill off any of the sproutlings that are coming up out of the ground in the farms that didn't get flooded out. So all this technology that they're coming out with is for martial law, civil war. They're setting up. Hopefully you are setting up too. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting ducks headed to FEMA camps with the guillotines. So the order comes 1 month after the U.S. government introduced science-based guidelines on how first responders decontaminate large numbers of Americans after a chemical weapons attack. So is that what they're going to use on us? They already are in the skies with the chemtrails. Terrorist threats and use of chemical weapons in Syria have heightened awareness of the need for improved preparedness against chemical attacks. They've been saying this for years. So first responders are supportive of the fact it is evidence-based guidance and not just, we used this last time and it seemed to work. Well, we know, when they're coming out with stuff like this, we know it's multifaceted, man. They know what's coming because they're going to be the ones doing it. How about a space war between U.S. and Russia will trap humanity on Earth? We're already trapped on Earth. This is just another propaganda. The U.S. Air Force X-37B orbital test vehicle after landing at the NASA's. Oh, that's an old picture. I don't even know if I want to read through this. I'll leave all the links are in the description. Weaponizing space and dreams of new tech. U.S. missile defense review in a nutshell. Yeah, we won't go over that. The death ray. won't go over that. Yeah, this is all just propaganda here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Let me go ahead and get the some radars up and running. Whoops, wrong one. Let me click this again. And since we didn't get to go through the show last night, we'll try to do a couple. We'll do yesterday's and today's on the worldview. Let me go ahead and get the radars on here so we can see what they're doing. We'll show you how a gravity wave is really made. It's not a gravity wave. Oh, let me get this thing loaded and then we'll go to the all right, we'll let that load. Hopefully it don't slow the stream down too much. So here we are looking at the United States. This is today. Let me back it up one day. Remember me telling you they were going to merge the Gulf of Mexico and over here in the Pacific. We'll go up one day. Look, they merged it. Look at they spray out front of these systems and they steer it. So they put all the heavy metals up here, mix it like a computer in the sky, and then they can use the electromagnetics from the NEXRADs to steer it wherever they want to go. And that's exactly what they did. Hit us with some pretty heavy storms, electrical storms. How about that? Why was they so electrical? Because there was tons of particles in the air, tons of nanoparticulates, aluminum, barium and strontium and all the good stuff, polymers, all that stuff. They definitely did some ice nucleation. It was just weird ice and snow coming down. Look, we have a weird spraying operation out here in the Atlantic. We'll let that get loaded up real good. Yeah, everybody needs to grow your own food. Grow it inside. Grow it in your kitchen. You know, in the window. Just do something, man, because they're definitely going to hit us with the food issue definitely by next year. I mean, we probably won't show up, you know, right now, but from all this mega flooding, all the beef and all the animals that have been killed and drowned is definitely going to affect us big time. So yeah, the spraying operation's all the way up in Canada now. Look at these guys up here, man. Look at this spraying operation. Try to get that to load up. Yeah, snowing in Michigan right now. I don't doubt it a bit. It snowed in Missouri today. Look, they're spraying way up here. So they're spraying almost all the way up into the Arctic. They probably are spraying up in the Arctic. We catch them all the time. They spray from pole to pole, man. So today we have a new spraying operation over the Bajas, over Mexico, parts of Arizona, parts of New Mexico, most of Texas is getting bombarded right now. Let me go look up the west coast here. And of course they're spraying out here in the Pacific. And I'll put the layer on here, see if we have any ship tracks or if they're done with the shipping operation. Actually a clear day for Oregon and Washington. Let me go back a day to see. They might have had a little bit of aerosols yesterday. Oh, I already see the ships. There's still a ship operation out here, so this will be 4 days in a row. Let me go ahead and add that layer. We'll see what they got going out here. See if they're gridding it. So we'll give that a second to load. Yep, you had a lot of X's in the sky there in New Mexico, man. I can see them. So we'll try to get this to load real good. They're actually not showing up on here right now. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they're kind of short. But there they are, these right here. That's part of them. Yeah, I could actually see them in the clouds. This brings them out a little better. Let me go to yesterday and just see where they were yesterday. So they were right up here. So it's not a very big operation this time. Nothing like the operation before the polar vortex split. And that looks like some kind of a dragon thing. Look at that perfect eye, weird mouth. Yeah, they're definitely dumping some bunker fuel out here for sure. It's not a big operation. Look, these are not gravity clouds. These are all microwaves and radio frequencies. Because they're chemtrailing this whole thing. They're getting ready to pull this over to the west coast. So just kind of looking here. All right, we're probably good for this part. Let's check Florida. I'm sure they're getting hammered. Yeah, big time winds. The people out ahead of the system right now, man, you're going to notice tons of lightning. I mean, the sky is just so electrified. And it's all because of the heavy metals up in the clouds. It's a spraying operation all off the coast of New York, New Jersey. So it just tells me yesterday you got sprayed here. We can go back a day. See if that loads. Yeah, they're spraying right out here off the coast. Oh, yeah, look, they were definitely feeding that system big time. So now they just got all kinds of aerosols over North Carolina, over Virginia, down off of Myrtle Beach. Look at them heavy aerosols. We'll let that load a little bit. Yeah, I think they're going to bust the dams or something over on the west coast, man. It's probably coming. Same thing that happened here in the Midwest. They're flooding it out so bad the dams are going to break. Wow, look at this spraying operation off of Columbia. So that's a pretty rare spraying site. So big time spraying between Panama, Colombia, down in Peru, and then if you go way down here to Argentina, there's a spraying operation way down at the tip of Argentina. Look at them guys, big old thick X's. So a couple strange spots of heavy aerosols. I mean, you rarely see them spraying down here. Now you do see them steer the atmospheric river up into Argentina, but not a whole lot of spraying down there, but they're definitely getting sprayed today. Portugal, Spain's looking pretty good. What is that thing? Let's let that load, man. That's just a weird cloud formation right there. Whoa, that is definitely weird. Yeah, and what I did, I didn't know last night if YouTube was screwing with me too. So what I'm going to do is some of the articles that we didn't go into, I'm going to add one in each night. That way if it was one of them articles that got us shut down too last night, I'll kind of slowly bring them in. So look at Ireland, man. Look at this off of Ireland's coast. What did Ireland do to anybody? Man, they're getting completely waxed. So mass spraying operation all over Ireland. And it carries right on over into the UK. So the central section of the UK is getting bombarded. And it goes all the way up into Norway. Check that out, man. So that's a huge spraying operation over several countries, over a complete ocean. I mean, look at this, man. What is that? That's not gravity waves. These are more like microwaves. So yeah, that spraying operation goes humongous all the way over into Finland. Man, let me back that out. So the spraying operation starts all the way in Ireland, goes across UK, across the North Sea, across Norway, across Sweden, across the Black Sea or whatever that sea is up here. I can't remember what it is. The Baltic Sea, and then all the way into Finland. Finland's getting bombarded. Estonia's getting hit. I mean, how many UN planes and drones would it take to cover that much ground? That's unbelievable right there. All right, so it's we got more microwave clouds right off the coast of Greece, all over Greece. And it looks like Saudi Arabia is doing some aerosol spraying for sure. Let me get that to load. Yeah, it's actually running pretty good tonight, man. I'm surprised. I only seen it slow down one time. Like if it's lagging on you, just try to refresh the page. Yeah, so they got a spraying operation over Saudi Arabia. Nothing going on there in Israel. Some fair weather clouds, you know, the white puffy ones that we may get to see only once a month. They get it every day. So we should start being able to pick up the spraying operations up in Russia. Yeah, so here's a few sprayings up in Russia. The more it gets closer to summer, we'll be able to spot them a lot better. There's no spot in the world that doesn't get aerosols. So we're getting hit here over the Sea of Japan. Wow, we got a fire going on. Let's let that load up a little bit. Wow, look at that. Couple fires going up a peak. Two different sides, so maybe they're burning somebody in place. It looks just like the Paradise Fires, how they burnt both sides of the mountain at the exact same time. Then you have the aerosols right out ahead of it. So yeah, mega spraying operation. Just a little bit up in the North Mongolia. Man, usually Mongolia is getting hammered. They're a little bit light today, so kind of scroll around here. I haven't checked no weather forecasts. We'll check them together. Hey, thanks there, Rhonda. Much love out there. So yeah, there's some aerosols being deployed south of Australia. And we know New Zealand's been a target here. You know, not only did they ban the guns or trying to ban the guns, they took Jesus out of their religion stuff, man. I don't have that article up, but hey, thanks, Sir Kelly. It looks like David Miles may be out here doing some shenanigans out here. I mean, look at all these microwave signatures. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Them aren't, you know, like these here, the winds wrapping around the mountain. That's not what we're really seeing here. This is all microwaves. This is the cloud resonance program, man. They use microwaves to pull the moisture up, pull the atmospheric river up. Yeah, look at that. Spraying operations all up through that system. So we'll check the weather, see if they're trying to conjure something up over here. So that's not wanting to load, but yeah, stream's looking pretty good tonight. Looks like we may have another cloud demon in the clouds right there. And might as well see if I can find Guam. Wow, Guam's showing up today. How's it going out there, Captain Guam? All right, so we're probably good on this map for a minute. Let's go ahead and check the tropical cyclone page. Won't be long. We'll be like in hurricane and tornado season and all that stuff. So that cyclone is Joanna is still a cyclone, man. That's been going on for weeks, or almost. Yeah, we'll be going into the second week. Let's go ahead and check the mimic map real quick. Go ahead and close that one down. Yeah, I think I did see something about a trucker strike too. Wow. Oh, wow. What the heck? Did we get hit by some solar stuff, man? Look at that. The map is wiped clean. So, what are they hiding? All right, we're going to have to check the solar stuff. I don't know if we got hit by some wind, solar wind, or something. That's usually what takes us out. Or it could be that HARP experiment that's going on. We'll go ahead and try to load this page up. So I'm not going to be able to really pick nothing up on this. Yeah, look at the atmospheric river. It looks normal right now. That's the way it should look. It shouldn't be being pulled directly into the west coast. So, wow, it doesn't look like they're affecting it. Hey, thanks there, Raymond B. So, wow, we're missing a bunch of frames, but the atmospheric river actually looks right. It's not being perfectly pulled up into California. It looks like the disturbance starts right up at the north. Yeah, look, it started right at the North Pole. This disturbance. Look at that. So, yeah, man, that's pretty crazy. So we're still in an earthquake warning. We're still in an 8 out of 10. Got power outages in the UK. So it's saying the solar X-rays are normal. Magnetic field status, normal. No KP index, no proton flux. So, yeah, it looks like we did have a... Let me click on that. It's about a class. I'll have to look at the other one. Let me close that out. It's like about a class 4. Wow, we got hit by some pretty good stream right there. Look at that. That was like a direct hit. So, wow, we may need to look at the Magneto's pause. Let me try to find my link here. I got another link. If I can find it. It'll give us a little better look at that hit there. All right. So the solar wind speed is not really that high. It's like around 4 something. That's not that bad. So we definitely got hit by something. Yeah, I see the little burst there. Same two storms. Yeah, so we had a little bit of a solar flare. No surface charging. I want to go down and look at that. Let me get all the way down here and see if the... Yeah, this is what I'm watching, man. I'm watching, see what's going on with the real-time ionosphere. They're really heating up this area, where they want it, the El Nino to form. Look at that. That's in the purple. I've never seen it in the purple. That's all the way maxed. So that HARP facility that they're doing the test at In fact, it went on up into today. They got that thing cranked up. So we're going to have to definitely check the Earth null and see if there's really creating the El Nino. So I'm looking at the Schumann resonance, and we got something weird. Just it looks like it's getting ready to have. We had, that could have been that last little flare. Had a little bit of a drop there in the minus 80s. Picking up a little bit of disturbances in Canada there. All right, so let me go ahead and check this if this will load. This takes a lot of resources here, so I'm not sure if we'll get this one to go. All right, wow, it's not loading now. And I got this one paused. All right, that one may take a while. Let's go ahead. Yeah, so they have a test going on where they want to, I can't remember, they're wanting to send like data out in the ionosphere, like ghost and stuff, man. It's just weird stuff going on. All right, let's check the polar vortex winds. And let me check the temperature, see what they're doing. We know that they did an atmospheric compression event to bring in this cold air. Look, they're heating it up from both sides. That's what dropped the cold air down. That's why, the other reason why it's snowing. Let me fast forward this. So the cold air will retreat. For a little bit, it's going to be kind of cold there in the northeast. Look, they're heating the whole. There's going to be a heating event right over the United States here. Going to push the cold back over to the Europe. And we'll see if they fire it back up there in Russia to blow it back. And get that back on now. We'll go ahead and check the jet stream winds. All right, so it's just cruising right across. Man, I am not looking forward to tornadoes. So a really big low pressure system parked over the north. All right, let's go ahead and check the ocean waves. Then we'll check the sea surface temperatures. See how they're coming on the fabricated El Nino. We'll know it's fabricated because the southern oscillation was not favorable for any kind of La Nina or El Nino, but the mainstream media keeps pushing it. So that just tells me it's part of the weather plan. So no big waves coming here in the near future for anybody, so that's good. Let me get it back on now. Let's go ahead and check the sea surface temperatures. There's satellites there, Anna. Get a telescope, man. Get a telescope. You can film them. All right. Thanks there, Todd. So sea surface temperatures look pretty normal. Let's go ahead and check the sea surface temperature anomaly. So still no El Nino forming right here. Let me get that off so we can see it better. To me, this looks more like some kind of event. But yeah, there's no El Nino forming yet at all. So I don't know where they're getting that, but we'll see. All right, East Coast, you're high in the carbon monoxide concentration, right where all the aerosols are being deployed. Southern California, I think you still have methane leaking out of the earth. Wow, they really picked up down here. Oh man, that's in the black. What's going on out there? Let me just take a quick look, because that's kind of a odd spot. Wow, look at that. What is going on out here? If that could be smog coming from like China. And then they just parked it over there. I mean, look how nasty that stuff looks, but it's definitely picking it up on the earth knoll. Got a lot of fires going on in China and parts of Russia. Now that's weird looking. Volcano maybe? Looks like it. Alright, let's check the CO2. Oh man, bad air quality in the East Coast. And that's right where the aerosols are. Let's take a quick look. Let's get over there. Now this stuff should already be loaded. Why is it not loaded now? We go this way. Alright, so what you're seeing is this is from the chemtrails. So they're giving you high amounts of carbon dioxide from the aerosols coming out of these planes and drones. This is all chemtrails. This is all synthetic sky, man-made poison in the sky right here. Look at that, the worst on the planet right now over the East Coast, upper Northeast, and right where that nasty smog is. So the two worst spots on the planet. I mean, that's a big area right there, so not good. Yeah, definitely not good. All right, so the sulfur dioxide. Let's go ahead and check the particulates, man, because so it's really not coming out as the particulates, man. It's actual carbon dioxide. We got a lot of fracking, little fires going on everywhere. Volcanoes kind of picked up down there. Look at all this from fracking. Dust storms have wound down quite a bit. Probably some volcanic activity up in there. Let's go ahead and check the, yeah, the aurora's up just a little bit. All right, we're probably done with that. So let's check this again real quick. Whoa, what the heck is that? Look at that explosion right there in the magnetosphere. Look at that. I've never even seen it like that before. I wonder if I can slow that down. Let me just try to slow that down. That was like an explosion on the backside. You know, we're in a solar minimum, so our magnetic shields are down like big time. Whoa, look at that. Looks like an eyeball. So I myself have not seen it like that before. Look how red that is. So that definitely was a direct hit. So if you're feeling like really weird, man, that's probably what it was from. That just screwed up our magnetosphere. Man, that was a pretty good blast right there. That's why the mimic map is not working. So that looks a little stronger than what they were showing, man. That's probably the biggest one I've seen. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and check the radar. So here's that storm that rolled through Missouri. It's almost a square cloud. Right where they aerosoled 2 days before. They always spray about 2 days before you get the systems. And then we definitely need to turn the moisture off or put it on Cirrus or something so we can see the radars and see what they were doing. So we'll let that load a second here. So welcome in Verdia, Jace, love the Truth Seekers, Hair to Hear, Pisces, Janin, Kinley, Deborah, Radical Ralph, what's up, brother? Megan F, The Matrix, Verdi, Megan F, Nevadaologist, Awakened Piss, D Sleeps, Todd, Kinley, Remnant Warrior, Christopher, Access Through Christ, Rose, Devin Carter, Elisa, Guru Bob, The Matrix, Out of the Blue, St. James, Lady Liberty, Deborah, Joe, Truckers, Weather, Indy, Heather, you saw it here, Wrong Way, Riding North K, North Carolina, South Michael, Batman, Montana, Nomad, Paul P, Lee's Lori, Answers Above, Cash Only, Pieces, Nancy, Polymer, Bees, Heg, Karen G, Vicky, Lance, Amy, Troy, Indy, Janin, Lane, Deb, Frank, Raymond B, Joe Shields, Mia, Todd, Love Pugs, Kate, Bex of the Blue, Lizette. I see some new names out there. Welcome in. June Martin, Wrong Way, 2 Fry 64, Lane Andrews, Russ. Hey, thanks there, Bentley. Elisa G, Deborah, Super Dave, Charles, Born to Eat Toast. There's that one. I like that name, Born to Eat Toast. Mind for Knowledge. Mad Jeeper. Welcome in, everybody. Much love out there. Robin Bell. Here to Hair. That's hard to say. That's like a tongue twister. All right, let me get back to the radars here. Let me crank this thing up here so I can actually see what's going on. And like normal, they turn, they're letting it flow through, and they're like, hey, wait, we don't want it over here on the East Coast yet. Let's crank up the radars. So here it comes. Look, we'll turn it up and keep that system stopped from coming any farther east. And what you notice, you know, we've watched these for years, is when they got the radars turned down, that's how they want the moisture to flow. And then when they crank them past, that speeds the storm up, or it, you know, it creates like a blockade. Hey, thanks there, Jonathan. Much love out there. So yeah, man, you can see all the aerosols being deployed down in the south, the whole southern part of the United States, Mexico. Look, there's a big spraying operation out in the Atlantic. You can see radar beams coming off. We call that searchlight mode. Yeah, definitely beams being shot at right where the X's, right where the grid patterns are. All right, let me take this radar off. And now we can zoom in on all the aerosol spraying so we can document them in action. We'll start out down here in Florida and the East Coast. All right, so all right, where was that big spraying out? Oh, there it is. Look at that grid pattern over there. Super thick grids. That's some very heavy aerosols there. Look, they're just pounding that. They're going to send that over to Iceland and the EU. And then all at the same time, you got a mass spraying operation over Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. Just a mass spraying operation. Let's go up the north a little bit, see what they're doing up here where the toxic skies are. So right here where the high amounts of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide at the surface is all from the aerosols. Look at that. Look, you see all the aerosols everywhere out here. That's all fake synthetic clouds, making it hard for you to breathe. Yeah, that aerosol, they're spraying the whole side there. All right, let's go a little farther south. Let's go right over Texas. Man, huge spraying operation right here. And we got some kind of something there. Let me look at that. So wow, look at Texas. Look at North Texas, southern Oklahoma, all of Louisiana, bombarded. You're getting waxed in the southern part of Nevada, down all the way down across the border into Mexico. Huge spraying operation. None of this is a real cloud. These are all man-made. Man-made deployment of aerosols. So before I go any farther on that, let me look and see where the rain is. I bet the rain is going to be right where they're spraying. So here we go. Let's fast forward this. So look, yeah, right where they're spraying, they're spraying out off the coast. So they want all this moisture to go straight east. Let's see what it does. Yep, look at that. It goes straight east, right into all the aerosol spray. Guarantee we're going to see aerosols being deployed in the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow or tonight. And we're going to have aerosols over Washington, California, Nevada tomorrow. Or late tonight, they'd probably be spraying. Yeah, always, it sucked. We even tried to go live on the backup channel. I think it was more the storm than YouTube last night anyway. So while we're here, I want to see the total accumulation so we can see where the targets are. Now we'll get into the 16-day forecast tomorrow, but look, Northern California, Paradise, California, Washington, Oregon, you are a target of at least a couple feet of rain or moisture. It's not going to be real cold up here, man. They're keeping it kind of warm over on that side. Look, right where I'm at, I'm a target here in Missouri, southern Missouri, Texas, target. You know, everywhere it's going to be flooding is still a target. We'll get into all that tomorrow night. All right, so yeah, there's just a mega spraying operation. Guarantee they're going to be spraying down here in the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, they already started. All right, let's go ahead and check a little farther west. Yeah, they're definitely steering the atmospheric rivers, man. I've found so many companies that steer the atmospheric rivers. Every country does it, man. It's like nothing's natural anymore. They've took control of everything. Take control of the food, the water, the air. Yeah, so they're spraying all over the place. Right there where the moisture's coming in, they're already spraying. Yep, look at the aerosols coming in. Look at this. Look how thick. They're completely seeding this next system. complete seeding. And if I get time, I'm going to try to make a video tomorrow with a bunch of people's. Everybody's been sending me a lot of pictures, so I'll try to make a little video out of all them pictures. That is, if I can get some time. And then, what was the other things I was trying to do? Shoot, I can't remember now. Oh, look, there's the X. That was a quick X. Look, X marks the spot. That's where all this moisture is going to be coming. See 5 planes side by side by side. So, oh, look at this spraying across the border of British Columbia, Montana, Idaho. Look at that. So they're spraying across the border out in the Pacific. Look exactly where the main part of that rain is going to be hitting. Look where the heaviest aerosols are. They're creating the rain. They're seeding the clouds. The only thing you can hope for is that if they overseed them, then it won't rain. Look at that thick one way up to the north. Let's see if I can go way up here. Let me try it. Let's just check out Alaska. Let's try it right down here. So now we're up looking at around Alaska. Now we'll see what kind of story we're getting up here. Look, they're even spraying over the Bering Strait. And if you didn't know, they're putting in a high-speed railway all the way from Texas up to the center of the United States, all the way up through California, all the way up here. Then there's going to be an underground tunnel under the Bering Sea that goes over to Russia and China. It's called the One World Train. I'll revisit that company. Yeah, it's actually called the One World Train System. So look, they're completely spraying this system. This will be a system for next week, late next week. So they're already setting this system up. So we'll have to really look at that in the 16-day forecast. Look at this spin up right here. What is that? It's showing like a little spin, like a little zone right there, but the clouds aren't spinning around it. Could be another part of the Hart test going on. You know what? We need to check the RAM slider. Forgot about that. All right, so let me go ahead and check the north to see if we got any kind of plasma. See if it loads. So it looks like everything's actually loading pretty good tonight. All right, let's see if we got anything. Now I find that hard to believe. There's no plasma up here, especially with the tests going on at the Hart facility. So let's check the southern hemisphere, because they could be bouncing it off the VLF transmitters. You know, that she said that she wanted to stream to the whole world. So let's go ahead and see if anything down here. Now, when the Miles Research Company was steering the atmosphere river down here, we actually caught the plasma in the sky. And this one's not animating for some reason. There it goes. Look, there it is again. Look, there's a little bit of plasma there. Not strong, but definitely some manipulation and a little bit of explosion right there. Look at that. One quick little explosion. Let me stop that and go frame by frame and see when that explosion happened. So right there, that's probably the Hart facility shooting up basically what they're doing, they turn the whole sky into a plasma antenna, and then they bounce the high frequencies off, bounce them to the VLF transmitters, and then they bounce them out into low frequencies or extra low or super low frequencies, whatever they desire. There's also something starting to happen there. I don't know if I can load up some more frames if we'll get a little better picture. This thing is a resource killing program here. And now it's saying the video output is low. Let me go ahead and shut that down. That's paused. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, this one really sucks the internet bandwidth. Oh yeah, they definitely got strontium going in there too. Yeah, so still just a little quick flash down there. I'm gonna check the north again just to make sure I didn't miss something. Which it may not load again. It's taking forever. Oh, it's because I loaded up more. Right, look, here's a little lightning, plasma lightning right there. Let me just go a frame at a time. Maybe that'll... Oh, no, it took off on its own. So there's definitely a little weird spot right there. Oh, that could be lights from a city. All right, so I'm not seeing nothing in the north, just way down there in Antarctica. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to North America. We'll click that. So yeah, there wasn't nothing there. So let's go back down where it was the worst. Let's just try right down there. I'm going to put this thing on microphysics. Yeah, thanks for getting my backup channel out there. Yeah, everybody definitely needs to subscribe to that. It's only a matter of time. This is my second or third channel. They never let me get too big before they wipe me out, so... Trying to find the right color for this. Because the dark blue lines is all the aerosols. You can kind of see them in that. It's not coming out real good. Oh yeah, you can definitely see. It's got a little flash there. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call this a show. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the 16-day forecast. That way you'll be well planned in advance before any system gets to you. You'll know way more than your local meteorologist will know. Yeah, if you're feeling real weird, that's from that sun activity. Yeah, definitely there. Yeah, if you're feeling weird, man, that's that sun flare that come in. It happens to me every time, and I was definitely dizzy yesterday, so still a little bit off. That'll definitely make your bones hurt, make you feel a little bit off. But all right, guys, so we'll call this a night. Tune in tomorrow night for the 16-day forecast and all that good stuff. But anyway, guys, much love out there. Thanks for the mods. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for everybody that sends us stuff in the PO. Don't forget to subscribe to the backup channel. And much love out there. Here we go. Turn it up. Let's rock out. Let's rise. We got to rise, man. Can't be sitting on our couch doing nothing. We got to rise. So let's rise.